Welcome to the Albus Podcast, the working man's DIY bro down. Today, we're talking about Black Flag. My name's Aaron.
I'm Alex.
And I'm Eddie.
First, we took a week off, motherfuckers, so we're gonna catch up and bring you along for the ride. Hope you got yourself a drink, possibly a smoke. That's the way to do it. That was fucking amazing. Alex, how you been? I missed you last week, dog.
Oh man, I've been in the bunker, working on school.
Wait, a legit bunker? You got one?
Why haven't you invited us to this bunker?
Or are you talking like a bunk bed?
No, I mean my basement.
Oh, okay. I've been there. That's not really a bunker. Eddie, how have you been?
Sorts.
I've been okay, I guess. I'm still alive.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, fucking hands up for fucking being alive. Woo! That's what I'm talking about, motherfuckers.
Sorry, I was late on that one.
No, I thought it was well timed.
No, it's like you said, I gotta have it on standby at all times.
It felt right to me.
Hey! Aaron, what have you been up to?
Yeah.
Oh. Prepping
Prepping in your bunker?
in my bunker.
Oh, for what?
Build the pedal board. The big boy. I can't
Hey.
wait. I got all these things coming.
Aldi's.
Aldi's, the grocery store things coming. I've got right angle jacks, straight plugs. I've got 2319 Megami. Cables.
Are these coordinates?
They are. Apparently, it's where my sanity was in the year 2015. I have no idea what's going on.
Hey. No, I mean somebody mentioned all these earlier. How about all these nuts?
Woo!
Don't spit out your Huckleberry jam.
This episode brought to you by Cider Boys Huckleberry Jam. This shit's
Lord.
delicious, actually.
Yeah,
I
it's
only got it.
It's not too shabby.
I only got it because of Tombstone and I'm Your Huckleberry. And I'm glad I got it because this shit's delicious. It's
really
a little
good.
sweet, but I think it's delicious.
It is a little sweet.
So now, getting into our artist spotlight, this was Eddie Cantu's pick. And I must be forthright and admit, I don't have a ton of Black Flag knowledge. Do you?
Nor do I, but I mean, what I've heard, I like.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I know they're influential and really important. I know like they were one of Kurt's most influential bands,
Yeah.
actually.
So I feel like this could be quite the learning experience for you and I.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of know about Black Flag a little bit.
Yeah, you love Black Flag.
Love it.
But I
All about it.
I did a little bit of research, watched a couple of documentaries, read a Wikipedia, because I knew if it's important to Eddie, it's important to me. God damn it. So Eddie, why don't you tell us first and foremost, why did you pick Black Flag?
Because they're fucking awesome.
Couldn't have said it better myself, folks. That was in depth, it was heartfelt, and it was really detailed. What else?
They're just like very energetic, and I remember first hearing them. I think I got like a CD at Best Buy, and the only way you can hear it is if you buy it. You can't like, go test it out somewhere. So I just kept looking at which one I wanted to buy, which one I think had the most songs on it. So Everything Went Black had the most songs on it, and it had like all the different eras of singers. I think like the first 3 singers it had on there, and that record I found out was released sometime after Damaged, and when they released Damaged, which was their first full-length album, they were under contract, so they couldn't put out any other music. So this compilation that I bought, they put out as under the name Everything Went Black. So
Interesting.
So they can release all these songs or something, because they were, and then I think the place went out of business or something. So maybe I think it was like a year or two where they had like they couldn't put out anything under Black Flag.
I know. Ooh, I wonder. So 2 things that I learned. Keith Morris from Circle Jerks was their first singer. Did not know that. Mm-hmm. That is fucking awesome. Yeah, and then second, something about the guitar player that started the band. He had
Greg Ginn.
Yeah, that's his name. He had SST Electronics, which was like a small electronics parts company. Yeah. And then they were supposed to put out a record or, 7-inch or whatever with somebody. That fucking company ran out of money and couldn't put it out. So they said, fuck it, we'll put it out ourselves. And that's essentially how SST Records happened.
Yeah.
Which I thought that's insanity. Like,
And they were, I mean, I don't think
They're such a DIY band.
But
I
they
love
were,
it.
yeah, one of the first bands where they were like doing tours and like all over the place. And I've been listening to a lot of this podcast called Turned Out a Punk. And if you listen, you can hear like other little snippets where like people around that time that were playing like, you know, DOA or whatever older punk bands that were playing and touring around that time.
DOA, that's a DC band if I remember correctly.
And they would like all trade like phone numbers. You know, you would call random people up. I think I listened to one with Kevin Seconds where he was in Vegas, so like they didn't really have a scene, and they would like hear on the radio, like if they tuned in just right, they can get this channel, and it was like barely audible, but they would like, you know, record the songs on the tape and then like send them to other people and then change information. And
one of the coolest things that I heard in that documentary was there was, like you're saying, there
was a documentary.
There's a couple of them that I watched on
YouTube.
On YouTube. They're like 25-minute documentaries, but one of them was really cool because it actually interviewed all the singers, you know, as they went along. And I always just thought of Rollins when I thought of Black Flag. I'll admit,
He was like their fourth one.
The only time, he was like 80 to 86 or 88. He was like their longest.
He was
tenured singer.
He was only like in the band for 5 years or something.
And that's like the longest singer they've ever had. Was it Rollins?
Oh yeah, it was like 5 or 6. But yeah, like I've listened to a lot of, like he has a podcast too, and he'll like tell stories about like little snippets that you wouldn't be able to get like anywhere. Like, you know, we had to record it like from, you know, 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. and we would do crazy things like put the mic up in the hallway in the big lobby or whatever. And
a couple of the things that I learned, first off, there was nowhere to play in wherever, Hermosa Beach or wherever the hell they're from, California.
Yeah.
And they would like call fucking places and be like, yeah, we're a Styx cover band. I don't remember what it was, but something like completely harmless, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that the venue would be like, okay, you're a Styx cover band, you can play. And then they'd show up and it was Black fucking Flag. And there was one of them when Keith Morris was the singer. They played at VFW Hall. They rented a VFW Hall. And Keith Morris got kicked out because he ripped down a flag and wrapped himself in it at a VFW Hall.
They were in the movie Decline of Western Civilization.
Really?
The first one? Yeah, the punk one.
God, I haven't seen that forever. I don't even remember.
It's been a while. It's all like, it might have been, Keith Morris might have been in it. I know Ron Reyes was in it. But maybe both of them were in it. Because they switched, they had like,
a fun story about Black Flag. So when I was in, I don't know, 6th, 7th, 8th grade, something like that, you know, Q101 and MTV was where I got my music from. Well, I had this friend that went to Troy. He was a big skater, and he always seemed to know about bands before they got on Q101 or MTV. And I remember, I mean, I found out about it, Rage Against the Machine before they were Rage Against the Machine, you know what I mean? Well, at one point, he had this Black Flag t-shirt. It's kind of like gray, and it had just, you know, the 3 black...
4.
Or 4? 4? Okay. 4 black. Oh, you know. And it said black.
Shows how much you know about
the bars,
Black
bro.
Flag, bro.
I learned that it was his brother, who's an artist, that created that.
Pettibon, he did one of your...
Pettibon, yeah.
One of your boys' bands, Foo Fighters.
Oh, did he?
The cover, he might have done. The one that's got dun 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 dun.
Oh, really? All my life.
I think he did the artwork for that.
Interesting.
If I'm not mistaken.
But what's crazy is my buddy gave me some of his shirts, and I remember I wore a Black Flag shirt. Only time in my life I can honestly admit I was a poser. I'm wearing this Black Flag shirt. I remember I wore it to drop in.
Yeah, I used to go there, dude, when I was little.
Yeah,
it was like
I love dropping. Yeah,
95, 96.
Yeah, like I said, I never dropped in. I was more of a street guy.
I couldn't drop in either.
Every time I did it, I ate shit. So I said, "Fuck this! I'm going outside and I'll skate on the Jack in the Box. Forget this." Remember they had that little Jack in the Box outside, right outside of like where all of the
where the rail was.
Yeah, exactly.
Just the box.
Yeah, exactly. So I used to go out there, and I just fucking hung out there. I was like, "Forget this! I can't skate vert at all." But I'm wearing
if you look in my garage when you come in, I have when Invisible came and they like signed it or whatever, and I got a free skateboard.
That's wicked.
Laban.
What happened to that skateboard? You still got it?
No, it got stolen.
That sucks. But anyway,
life sucks.
So I remember I specifically wore the Black Flag shirt to drop in because it's a punk band and I'm going skating, right? Now, mind you,
They're
I don't
probably
know.
playing it overhead.
I don't know shit about Black Flag at this point. So every single person that said nice shirt, I had to be that pose. It was like, yeah, man. And in my head, I'm thinking, I don't know a fucking song by these guys. My buddy just gave me this shirt. He left it at my house. My mom washed it, and I'm wearing it here. So the only time in my life,
to make sure it was washed.
man.
the only time in my life that I'll be like, yeah, what a young poser, Aaron, was Black Flag in like 6th grade. And I'm not ashamed to admit it. We've all done it. We've all wanted to blend in with the crowd. I did it. 12-year-old me, if I could go back, I'd tell you, you know what? Fucking blend in and rock that shirt, dog. Even if you don't know who Black Flag is, you go for it.
You go on and pose,
You
dog.
want to take your monster skateboard and go fucking hang out at the Jack in the Box. You do it with your Spitfire wheels. Go for it, bro.
Hey,
Spitfire.
hey, you know what?
Don't you? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Don't you worry about it, because it's all gonna be all right. It's all gonna be all right. But that was amazing. But I mean, honestly, like I said, ain't too proud to beg, sweet darling, to admit that I was posing at age 12.
Is that Black Flag?
No, that was the Temptations with their song "Aaron Ain't Too Proud to Pose" in 6th grade.
Ain't too proud to pose, baby, baby.
Pose in 6th
Aaron
grade.
ain't too proud to pose no more.
It was so fucking funny. But as I got older, I remember like getting introduced to Black Flag proper. And it's like, okay, Henry Rollins is their singer. So who the fuck's Henry Rollins? And everything I saw about him initially is like, this guy's in fucking gym shorts with no shirt on and he's breaking a bottle on his head. This guy's a fucking sociopath. And then like, there's still no music for me. It was just like the image. And then the next time I caught up with Henry Rollins, not realizing that he was doing solo stuff, he's like on a fucking stage, spoken word and shit. And I'm like, is he smashing bottles over his head to this? Because that's fucking weird.
Yeah, spoken. You never watched any of his spoken word?
I have now, yes, as an adult. But I remember at the time being very confused. Like, did he break a bottle over his head and wear gym shorts to spoken word? I'm like, that's fucking weird.
I never thought of him as breaking bottles over his head.
Yeah, there's even a music video where he smashes a bottle on his head.
Oh, is it? Holy shit. That's crazy.
Yeah. No,
maybe there is a picture.
I think he's intelligent as fuck. Like, I like when he's on podcasts. Like when he was on Joe Rogan's podcast. Loved that.
Yeah, look, if you look up on Apple Pod, he's got one with his like manager or something like that. And you know, they take whatever subject and then he just talks about it. Like, can you talk about recording the My War album or something? So he'll, you know, talk about that for an hour or just other random things.
So if somebody were new, aka me and Zeke, and it was like, what records?
New metal?
No. New Flag.
New Flag?
Yeah, we're New Flags. You see what I did there. What records would you recommend we check out by Black Flag? Like, must hear. And then also, if you know, who the hell was the singer on them? Because I swear they've had a bunch of members.
Well, you can listen to the first 4 years because it's got a few singers on it, and they're really good songs. It might have like 4 different singers on it. It's a compilation. They tell you, you know.
And it's called The First 4 Years?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Just it must have like all their singles, I think. So it's got some really cool songs, and then Damaged, obviously. Listen to that, and then after that, I'd say listen to Slip It In.
Oh, yeah. That sounds like my kind of record.
That's a cool record.
Ba, 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 ba.
No. I will not. I will not for you, sir, in this moment.
No, I mean, I was impressed, and I guess the word is enlightened to find out just how. Well, obviously, I knew like they were iconic from like,
and they get a little weird too.
from the, I was gonna say that, like, I was impressed and enlightened to find out that like they weren't just your Ramones 3 shitty chords and as fast as you can type stuff. Like they're very thoughtful songs. Like,
Yeah,
the music and the lyrics, especially, they had some songs that were
songs about depression, songs
Yeah.
about police.
yeah, there were very well thought out lyrics, and they were
Songs
drawn
about
out, and
going to work.
you could tell that like they took the time to figure out what the hell they were doing. And I guess growing up, I had always kind of lumped them into a Ramones, I guess. You know what I mean? And that's not them at all. I mean, I guess they kind of were at the beginning. They were crazy fast and...
Yeah, they were very raw, and then, eventually they got a little weird and, I don't know, jazzy or something. I can't remember.
That's
I think it's the album.
That's a good way to...
Man might be that weird shit.
Okay. I was going to say that...
In the process of weeding out, which is like a 3-song thing that they put out. I think it's all instrumental. So that's pretty...
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, pretty weird stuff.
I know they had switched to... Whoever was their singer pre-Rollins... I think
Dez
Venega, is that his last name?
Dez Cadena.
Cadena, there we go.
Yeah. He played second guitar.
He switched to second guitar because he was like blowing out his voice. They were on a tour, and so that's how Rollins got in. And what was interesting is the guy that did all the recordings for SST. His name's like
Spot.
I almost said Spoon, so that's cool. Spoon Man.
Spot. He did a lot of like stuff like Descendants, like SST bands, like Minutemen.
He had said that when that dude switched to a second guitar and they went to a 2-guitar band and Rollins came in, that ruined the band, that killed their sound.
A lot of people don't like Rollins. Dez, I mean, if you listen to the first 4 years,
is it
and
totally
I think everything went black.
Are all the singers like totally different, or are they?
Yeah, they all sound way different.
Oh, so it's not even comparable. It's not like one guy coming in trying to sound like the guy
one sounds
before
like
him.
Keith Morris. So if you listen to Circle Jerk or Hoff, which is his current band, I mean, it sounds just like him.
But I mean, like the second guy wasn't coming in going, "Oh shit, I got to sound like the first guy."
They just sang or whatever. They just
that's cool.
Yelled the words.
That's cool.
So yeah, the second guy, he was probably, I don't know. It was.
So who was your favorite singer?
I don't know, probably Dez.
Oh, okay.
Dez, like he had like a really cool sounding voice.
I will have to keep that in mind as I continue to do my homework.
Yeah, I don't know if he wrote. I don't know if he wrote any of the words. I think Greg Ginn wrote all the words.
I know he wrote like most of the songs or all the songs, and I think I know he wrote some lyrics, but I don't know if he wrote all of them.
I think later on, like Rollins started writing words. But yeah, I mean, if you listen to all the Dez songs, like they sound really cool.
Who was the one?
Cause like everybody. I think everybody recording at the same time.
Was Dez the third guy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the second guy,
like Keith Morris, Ron Reyes.
Yeah, okay.
Ron Chavo Reyes.
So Ron was in the band when they started to really kind of build up, and I guess he just walked off stage and was like, "I'm moving to Canada with my girlfriend," type deal. Because his girlfriend was Canadian, so he moved up there, and then they got his friend, the third guy,
Dez.
And one of the stories on this documentary that
also
I thought
played in the Misfits for a little bit.
Oh, did he?
Mm-hmm.
God damn, small world. So
early
what was
2000s,
what was crazy is on this documentary,
American Psycho.
His friend.
No. Later.
Okay. On this documentary, him and his girlfriend, number 2 singer, and the girlfriend go back to Canada. His friend becomes the new singer. While Black Flag's blown up, and they are playing up there in Montreal, Quebec, wherever the fuck in Canada that second singer had moved. So I guess the story goes that the second singer went to go to the show and he wasn't allowed in the show for whatever reason. They don't really know, but he was really drunk, and I guess he got into a fight with his old friend who was the current singer of Black Flag, and he hit the fucking guy in the head with a brick. He broke... And the third singer, like they interview him in this doc, and he's like, "Yeah, I mean, the crazy thing is my head was okay, but the fucking brick broke." And I'm like, "What the fuck? Can't even imagine that." And they're like, "Yeah, it's one of those things where like we're all cool, but at the time, he was really drunk, and he just doesn't really know why it happened, but it happened." And I'm thinking like, wow, different time, different fucking times. And then obviously they had a lot of issues with the cops, tons of issues.
Yeah, they were.
They
shut down and shit because
they said the cops would proactively like find out like, oh, Black Flag's playing here, and they would make sure before anything even happened.
Yeah, they got a song like Police Story. Fuck this city, run by pigs. They take the rights away from all the kids.
So I mean. That probably now here's a nice psychological aspect. Do you think
Burr, burr, burr.
ham?
Ham.
Do you think it helps a band? Like, obviously, this is in that time frame, not now. But would it help a band to be known as every show we play, the police are going to show up and a shit show is going to ensue? Does that help a popularity? Is that the any coverage is good coverage type thing, you know?
I mean, I guess it does help the popularity a little bit.
Like, wasn't it Eminem that said, like...
I mean, that was fucking punk
But
rock,
I mean,
right?
you
Because didn't
really,
Eminem
like,
say, like, any publicity is good publicity and bad publicity is the best? Something like that?
A lot of people say that, but
Some-
I'm sure Eminem has said it at some point.
But I'm saying, like, does that apply? Did that help Black Flag at that time, do you think?
At the time,
I'm
probably
sure,
not, but I mean, they're immortal, so...
I'm just thinking.
Not the current Black Flag lineup,
Yeah.
though.
I was going to say, they're still going. I didn't realize they came back in, like, 2019 or some shit, or
They
2014, or...
I mean,
And I have no idea.
My friend went and saw them.
Yeah, how'd that go? Were they any good?
I don't think so.
Who?
They released an album in like 20 whatever the fuck
14, 17,
and 20
whatever.
who gives a shit.
So wait,
and
is
it's
the
not
only
good at
guy
all.
that's
It's really
still in
bad.
the band the guitar player that started the band? He's like been there the whole time, right? Mm-hmm. Everyone else has changed at some point.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, like that lineup for what was it? Damaged, which was their first album that had Robo on drums until he got like deported.
I did not get far
His
enough
name
into
is
that.
Robo. They called him Robo, and he had like a certain drumming style. And they said like he had bracelets on when they recorded Damage, so you can hear. Like,
they did talk about that in the.
it's talked about
it's
a
part
lot.
of their sound.
On that album. And then Chuck
I was like,
Bukowski played
I immediately
bass.
thought those are some pretty goddamn good mics if they're picking that up.
And that's the only album that Dez plays on too, I think.
That record.
Yeah. Or you know what? There's an unreleased demos, which this is the only thing Chuck Biscuits is on, and I think maybe Dez probably played guitar on that too. I have it on CD.
We were wondering. We saw the name Chuck Biscuits, and we immediately thought maybe this dude played in Gorilla Biscuits.
Oh, right.
No.
he did not. I was like, he did not.
I think with what, like DOA and Circle Jerks.
He played in DOA. I don't know if he played in Circle Jerks, but then
I mean, I just saw a lot of like members.
but then
that
he played in Danzig.
Okay, right.
maybe that was the other band that we saw.
Yeah, like the first
No, I mean, but like,
two or
but
three
just
Dan-
a lot of
maybe
the
three
a lot of the
Danzig
musicians
albums.
that like came and went. They were
I thought it was super cool though how
in a lot of that stuff.
they're all the way over in fucking California, and once they kind of linked up with the hardcore and punk scene on the East Coast, like specifically DC, that opened up like everything. It was like now they had like both coasts where it's like you knew if you could just make it to that coast, you had friends,
And I think
friends and shows.
Rollins got into like he was in,
Because he's an East Coast guy, isn't he? Rollins.
Yeah, he was like always. I've seen him like with the Bad Brain shows where he's always there and meeting with those guys, and he would drive however many hours to watch Black Flag, and they let him sing on a couple of songs.
I was gonna say, yeah, he was a fan.
Actually, I forgot I read like a Black Flag book, so I know like a lot of Black Flag stuff. I got the book.
He forgot he read a book, folks.
I forgot I read a book 15 years ago. Son of a bitch! I got it. Let me go get it. It's right upstairs.
He read about it in a book.
Yeah, in a book.
Thank you.
I loved it. Ham.
Damn.
It's interesting though because yeah, in this day and age with the social media world, do you think it'd be easier or harder for a band to pop up with no contacts and get across the United States and build a following like Black Flag did? Harder or easier?
Well, it's easier because everything's instantaneous.
But do people give a shit as much as they did back then?
I don't think so.
See? So not easier then. What do you think? You book bands. You are known as the Drunken Donut. So you tell me, in my eyes, you're the Drunken Donut. You were.
You are. Wherever you go, the donut is. This is the donut.
So you tell me, with bands that come from out of state, is it easier or harder to A, get them there, and then B, get people to give a shit and show up?
Even some of the ones where not that many people like showed up. Some of those were some of like the greatest shows that I've ever seen.
I was at some of them.
I mean, like, they played like, everybody was fucking there and just played their hearts out.
Yeah,
like,
some of those Monday night summer shows, dude.
Oh my God.
Really good bands. And it's like, where the fuck is everybody?
And like everybody who was there appreciated the quality of that so much that, they'd ship in. Like, it's like, hey, like, and a lot of times, like, hey, can I crash at your crib or whatever? It's like, fuck yeah, like, you rule, It's
It does make me happy to know that kind of culture still exists because,
yeah,
the band I was in.
I mean, that's definitely the culture we were trying to foster there.
Like I said, the band I was in that got signed, we did all of our tours across this whole fucking country, 22 states, off bookyourownfuckinglife.org. It was complete strangers.
I forgot about that.
Complete strangers. You would email them and say, like, hey, you're in Omaha, Nebraska. We're going to be coming through there on the 27th and or the 28th. Can you get us a show on either day and or a place to stay? And these people that you've never met would email you back and go like, yeah, I'll book a show on the 27th and you can stay at my house and we can get you a minimum of $60. And it's like, okay. So I just wonder, modern day, today, in the world where everything has got to be 60-second snippets and it has to be a fucking clickbait title and this, that, and the other, if there's a lot of that going on where it's still, hey, I know you're trying to do your thing and I want to help you do your thing.
I mean,
I think there's still people that do that.
Sure. I mean, I personally don't know right now because I've been out of it for,
a year.
Where have you been?
What happened in the last year?
Staying safe.
Smart man.
Waiting it out, which was not fun. I miss it so much, but, I expect it to come back relatively soon.
And when it does that mean that Albus is going to be rocking out?
Yeah, dude. Come on, man. Dude.
It's in the contract you signed.
Dude.
We're going to ham.
We're going to ham.
Fucking awesome. So, in closing, why don't you give people your rundown? This episode, obviously, because you and I are the novices, and he is El Professor.
I mean, you knew a lot though. You did.
Well, I did some
I'm like,
homework.
did you fucking memorize that?
No, I did homework. Well, I have a photographic memory.
I wish I had the
You
time
have,
to do that.
you have a pornographic memory. Let's get that right.
That's not true. Again,
Yep.
not true.
Oh no, we can't put that in there.
Why not?
Oh, but we
Does
can.
your grandma watch this?
And we shall.
Yeah, dude, from heaven.
Oh,
what's up with Boo Boo?
This is getting weird. So why don't you? As
Joke's on you, buddy.
As our resident Black Flag expert, why don't you give the fine people over there who still need to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell, leave a comment.
Like and subscribe.
Woo yeah, dude. Why don't you give them a quick reason why they and us should check out Black Flag?
Because it's energetic and awesome and weird and cool. They have a song called "Slip It In."
And that's pretty cool. And I'm intrigued by the fact that if you don't like the first record, the second one could be totally different because they're different people. Third one will be different.
Yeah, the second one, My War. I think it's My War. That was so. I think everybody was different. Fucking Bill Stevenson played the drums. Greg Ginn played the bass and the guitar, and Rollins sang.
See what I'm saying? So that to me is a selling feature alone, where it's like.
And listening to all the albums, listening how the recordings changed, and like listening to Loose Nut, which sounds so like fucking 80s with the low sounding snare drum and like lots of reverb on the drums, like 80s reverb. Like, what the hell? But it's
Cinderella,
not even like
that
really
shit,
punk
dog.
anymore. It's almost like, I don't know,
something
kinda
totally
punk.
different.
Yeah, it's like post punk.
Yeah, I mean,
but
so
their live album, Who's Got the 10.5, which I got right there.
I mean, this is
good live album.
Like I said, for somebody that has never really given them their go, this excursion into this has made me want to know more about them and actually listen to them and check them out. So I hope you guys will all give them a gander, give them a listen. Please like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Let us know if you know anything about Black Flag. Were you anybody wearing a shirt when they were 12 who didn't know Black Flag like me? Oh, maybe not. Okay. Well, anyways,
I remember some.
I'm Aaron,
I'm Alex.
And I'm Eddie.
and this has been the Elvis Podcast. Rock on.